Alright, well, let's do one more video. Why not, right? Like I said, audio's gonna get better, I'm gonna get better, but we gotta start somewhere. So without further ado, our little therapy couch here, I guess, and 4 in the morning when there's nothing else to do but tell silly, crazy stories, right? I'm gonna share one that kind of comes from the heart. My dad was a MCSO deputy and my hero and my friend, and loved my wife and told a lot of great stories about, as a little kid going to Disneyland and getting that big ice cream sundae over there and getting to eat it. My dad being so proud. He bought it for me, made sure I got to enjoy every bit of it. And great story. My dad got hurt and only had so much time left in this world. Basically gave his life to take care of us, take care of the state, and I'm always appreciative for that. That's what makes him my hero. The crazy part of the story was he was hurt, and again we took care of him, knowing he only had so much time left. We did everything we could, made a lot of great memories, and he was proud of me. I've got a couple letters that I've got put away where he says it's something I can cherish for the rest of my life. But the crazy part with this story is that one of the times me and my wife were visiting him and talking about how much he loved his sports and football and all the things he got to do, and never disappointed in me for not being into it. I didn't like baseball and really chewed on the glove in the outfield. Wasn't really into it. Tried football, didn't do well at it. Basketball, ain't gonna happen. All these years later with everything, we had this conversation about this stuff, and he was walking us out, moving out to the garage, and I can still smell the garage and see it, and see my dad standing there, and he had lost his leg and had a prosthetic leg on and was kind of sore to walk, but damn it, he was going to walk out there to say goodbye. It was tough. Got to the edge of the truck, and he had his left arm on the truck on the corner, and was looking at me, and he goes, you're getting a little big. He goes, you need to do something about it. And yeah, Dad, whatever. And he goes, no. He goes, I don't want you to die on poor health or spend years and years being sick and overweight. He goes, you need to do something about it. And I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. I'm not that big. I'm fine. Everything's okay. But thank you and love you. Have a good night. And said goodbye. Got in our truck and took off, and I can see the garage door closing as he walked in and told us he was okay. Conversation stuck with me forever. After he passed away, which is a whole nother traumatic story for another day, but after we lost him and all the dust settled and everything kind of went to hell for a little bit, words from my dad was, "I'm gonna do the right thing," stuck with me, and of course that conversation. So I went out and made every mistake. I was like, I'm gonna honor his words, but I made every mistake. I walked around the little park by my house a few times and didn't get my heart rate up at all, and ate a cheesy fast food salad that was probably 2,000 calories of crap. Tasted awful. But it was a start. I kept working at it and working at it and working at it, and finally stuff where I was working, I got bullied and treated like crap from these jerk coworkers, and I came into work and they literally drew wieners on pictures of me and my dad, and HR didn't do anything. And you go to HR, it makes the situation worse. I kind of knew the career was over and got time to find something new after 15 years, 17 years, and I knew that life was going to change after losing my dad, and everything else was just really bad. I tried for this job, and it was this crappy Windows 98 junk machine that was 20 years old, and it was some test where you push on this with your arm, you push on this with your leg, and it tells you how strong you are, and gives all these magical readings to the employer requesting this test. And I had done this test to try to get a promotion and move up and out of the situation with the coworkers that were picking on me, and it was like this time for life change. And I go do this test, and like I said, piece of crap, 20-year-old machine. I got bit by a freaking spider. This doctor's 80-something years old, can't make it work, in and out of the little stupid room, and everything's dumb, and I'm just like, oh, this is a bad sign. So I go back in this little room, finish this test, and I can't tell you the results, I can't tell you this, and then the company's like, sorry, you're disqualified. You can't lift 20 pounds by this test, and you can't climb 3 stairs. And I was just like, was that the guy giving me the test, or was that me? Because, I can't work for the railroad and kind of roll 1,200 pound wheel sets and, lift up 87 pound knuckles like 20 times a day, but you're telling me I'm not qualified to work at a desk job because this 80-something year old guy with a broken Windows computer, with his little machine says I'm not capable. It's like there's something really wrong, and they're just like, nope, screw you, you're done, you can't have this, you can retest in 90 days, and wow. Thinking about what my dad said, thinking about that test lit a fire. Lit a big fire. Screw those jerks that picked on me and bullied me. Screw those idiots. Company change. Screw this crap. It's time to go. Like, I got 90 days. So I went down to the local gym, got a membership, paid way too much on a personal trainer, and bent over backwards trying to help me recreate that stupid machine with rubber bands and stuff, and probably broke every freaking rule in the gym trying to figure this shit out, but we freaking did it. And learned about enhancements at the gym, leaving it nicely. So I took those 90 days and, hell, I did everything I could. Everything I could. I lost a little bit of weight. I gained some strength and realized that I'm kind of good at this. Deadlift, 315, got it. Deadlift, 405, got it. Guys like, how the heck are you doing this? You're a newbie at the gym. Yeah, I did it. Bench press, right off the bat, 2 plates, 225, working up towards 305 or 315. It's like, holy crap, you're good at this. You should keep going. Hey, Dad, I found it. I found it. I'm gonna get, 2 birds with 1 stone. So 90 days go by. I go back and I do that strength test, and I've got a big picture of my dad on this little folder. I've got a picture of everything, and I go back and I do this test with a different doctor. I go in and I broke the machine. I'm so proud of that. I broke his machine. I got over 400 pounds of force. None of this, you can't lift 20 pound crap. I broke the machine, man. My leg force was 450 something foot-pounds, and easily got into the 300s on my arm stuff. It was great. And I bent the freaking rod on the machine. And I went and I got the job. And then it was terrible. I ended up quitting. They forced me away from my hometown, tried to send me to California and tell me that I'd be back home in Arizona a couple of weeks later. They broke their contract, so I quit. Came back here and started something different, but the part of the story that I share again was my dad's words stuck with me, and I didn't give up. That jerk doctor just helped lit the fire. That helped push what my dad said. Get healthy. Do something. Found my sport, Dad. I kept going. I really enjoyed it, and I liked the way seeing my body change. It took a long time. It took a long time to figure things out, watching YouTube videos, and I talked to Jay Cutler a couple times on his videos. Incredible inspiration. Met Mike O'Hearn. Absolutely awesome inspiration. Met Arnold Schwarzenegger. Incredible inspiration. Worked out at Gold's Gym. Worked out at Muscle Beach, and lost a lot of weight. And I wasn't the leanest, wasn't the best bodybuilder, but holy cow, bodybuilder, athlete, me? Oh my God, I found my spot. Hey, Dad. Damn it, I can't tell him. He knows. He knows. Let's keep going. Found a different job. Kept working. Get out of work, 2 hours at the gym. Next day, 2 hours at the gym. Next day, 2 hours at the gym. Supplements, everything I needed. Started seeing it done. Lost about 100 pounds. Holy cow. Stomach's not the best, but I'm there. Holy cow. Gold's Gym, everything else. Let's compete. If you saw the stuff for Venice Beach in California, I was basically a homeless camp and all the crap that happened there over COVID. And I just kept thinking, when Joe Wheatley brings that place back and those competitions start, I'm going to be there. I'm the athlete. Dad, I made it. And sure enough, when those competitions came, I messaged the page and saying, I'm gonna be there. I'm doing this for the memory of my dad. My honor, but my memory of my dad. I dedicate my performance to my dad, and the guy came back on the page and goes, I know the announcer. We'll say something about your dad for you when you're standing on stage. That would be incredible. So that lit the fire even bigger. So I did it. I became the best version of myself at the time for what I knew. And I went to that competition and I got the badge and I got the worst spray tan in the world. Everything was terrible. But I stood on that stage. And they did what they said. They stopped the show while I was on stage, standing in my pose. And they told the story of my dad and the fact that he was a hero. And on Veterans Day on Muscle Beach, with me standing there and proud, not only dedicated my performance to my dad, they dedicated the entire show to the memory of my dad and the fact he was a hero. And had a few tears and held it back. But I did it. It's incredible. I did it. But I got to share it with everybody. It wasn't my win, it was his win, our win, everybody's win. The world was a slightly better place just because of what we did and what we accomplished. It was incredible. I met so many new people to tell my story to, so many new people that knew, and it wasn't the best one out there. Come on, we know it, it's a little pudgy. But the thing is, I had the guts to do it, and they had the kindness to do what they did for me, and I'll be forever thankful to Joe Wheatley and Muscle Beach, Venice. And the challenge came to go back and do better. So after that competition was over, I talked to all the people I met, and I learned from those guys. I learned from those bodybuilders. Had a quick conversation with Mr. Schwarzenegger. It was incredible to say I won on your stage and to walk into Gold's Gym with those trophies and go, I won. The memory of my dad, everything wasn't in vain. We freaking did this. It was great. So great to share it with everybody there. I came back and worked harder and harder and harder and harder, and again, I'll make you wait a little bit to hear some of the other stories, but I came back, got my NPC card, and stood on an NPC stage, and the whole world saw it. And I thought, wow, not the best competitor at NPC either. But the craziest thing happened. I won my category in Heroes. I won my category in True Novice, and I won an overall win. Oh my God, NPC pro bodybuilding stage. Like Muscle Beach, incredible, but this is it. I was on live TV. I met Jeremy and Aaron and Natalia and Jake Woods and all these incredible people. I won all those trophies. It was a great moment. It was great to share with everybody, and it's given me the fire to push for 2024 for this next year to do some incredible things. More competitions I could talk about, but I've done really well at all these competitions. Second place at Muscle Beach, first place in NPC, first place in bodybuilding. Everybody's like, this is in your blood. This is who you are. This is what you're passionate about. Keep going. Don't stop. And they're right. I'm fighting it, but I'm getting this body into shape. I'm fighting it. I'm getting this stuff here. May not be the biggest, baddest bodybuilder, but I'm the most passionate guy you'll ever meet with this stuff. Because I fulfilled the legacy and conversation with my dad, and I beat that doctor. Screw that guy. So I have a little wall on the other side of this camera, and it's got a picture of my dad, my wife, and me, and this little jewelry box, and a letter he wrote telling me how proud he was of me. And next to it is a whole bunch of trophies. So I made it. I'm an athlete, Dad. I'm just gonna keep getting better at this. My goal for 2024 is Jay Cutler Classic and NPC Arizona to try to get a qualifier. Whether I get one or not, who cares? I'm having the guts to stand on the stage. I'm gonna keep getting better every single time. I'm gonna keep getting stronger, keep getting cut better, keep doing this, use all the advice of my friends. And doesn't matter if I get last place or first place at Amateur Olympia in 2024. I will stand on the same stage as Chris Bumstead. I will stand on the same stage as Lunsford and everybody else that's out there. I want to get an interview for Meet the Athletes on Olympia TV, and again, no stranger to it at this point, but I want to get an interview, and when I stand on that stage and interview and the world's watching and everybody's watching, I'm going to tell them how awesome it is to be a part of something with so many incredible people. And the same thing I'm going to share with you right now, that nothing fills that void, that hole, and it's gone from when my dad passed away. And trust me, it hurts every day that I can't tell him what I've done. I know he'd be proud. I know it. It hurts that I can't tell him, but I'm honored I'm recording this and sharing it with you. This makes me feel better. Makes me feel good knowing that you're watching this. Sorry, there's no crazy fireworks. I'm not jumping off anything insane, doing anything silly. We can go do a burnout outside if we want to with my car. It's not really exciting, but we can do it. But it's a great story. I'm very thankful for that conversation, and Joe Wheatley and Muscle Beach and Jake Woods and MPC and Missy Scott, Whitney Jones, Natalia, Jeremy, Aaron, everybody I've met have just been incredible. IFBB pros and in those leagues, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, you guys are incredible people, and I'm so honored I've been able to talk to them and share my story, and especially sharing it with you. Again, nothing fills this hole, but God, you guys make such a difference in helping me get through this and continue on. And I promise I keep doing this Amateur Olympia this year. I guess that's it for this crazy video. I thank you for watching, and we'll keep pushing forward with our little therapy couch. On that note, I'll catch you later. It's been fun.